the stage! Woo! Comedy in the park! Woo!
These are our adoring fans. Definitely not a plant, you guys. That guy is random. I don't know him. We got a little
streaking through the quad!
That's illegal. All right, so we got the AV guy is setting things up. Give it about 2 minutes. Everyone has to urinate. The place to do so is over the hill, over yonder, just so you know. Yes. That means pee in Spanish. All right. Spencer, you good? Oh, boy. Woo, yeah. Comedy in the park, you guys. We're doing it. All right. You good? You good, Spencer? All right. Thank you for coming. Thank you guys all for coming to Comedy in the Park 2. Give yourselves a round of applause. My name is Kyle Ruff. I will be your host this evening. How many people here are from out of town? Raise your hand from out of town. Oh, only a few. All right, well, everyone else here is local. Right on. Really appreciate the support. Those of you out of town, welcome to our town. I really love Steamboat. Steamboat is a great place to live. One of the best things about living here is there's basically no crime, right? Like the cops basically just exist to protect us from wild animals. And yes, that includes Texans. Nailed it on the first joke. So far, so good. But really, though, if anyone was here last summer, if you remember, the biggest criminal in town was this giant bear. There was this giant black bear that was running around downtown Steamboat Springs all the time. It was terrifying. It was huge. But the cops did find the bear, and they shot him. Yeah, it's a bummer. I know they got their protocols and stuff, but you can't help but wonder, would they have shot it if it was a polar bear?
Oh, that's funny!
Black bears matter, you guys. Come on. This town has no race controversy. God, this is the whitest town in America. We all know it. We have all the ethnic diversity of a Dave Matthews concert here. Steamboat is so white.
How white is it?
How white is it? Steamboat is as white as the BYU marching band. Steamboat is as white as a blog on craft IPAs. Steamboat is as white as a TBS all-day marathon of the Big Bang Theory. I can keep going. Steamboat is as white as low-sodium Triscuits. Steamboat is as white as, hey, Wheat Thins too. You crackers with your crackers. Oh, look at them. Hey. Ba-dum-chew. Steamboat is as white as a Magic the Gathering online tournament. We all know it. You guys not big Magic the Gathering fans? You know? That's all right. We don't have to talk about race stops or the cops. Let's talk about something more important, more relevant to everyone's lives. Me and my personal life. So I am recently single, you guys. Yeah. My girlfriend couldn't handle the rock and roll lifestyle of the Steamboat comedy scene, so I had to let her go. Yep. I gotta say, the bachelor life so far, it's been terrible. I hate it. I really hate it. It's just, it's so much effort. Like, I don't even like talking to strangers. Now I gotta convince them to bang me. Ugh, all this work. I got one buddy, though. He's really into the single life and going out to bars and meeting chicks. He's telling me, man, he's like, yeah, dude, it's the best. When I'm out of the bar, it's the thrill of the hunt. I'm like a lion stalking his prey. I said, okay. First of all, that's a little rapey. Just going to say it. The gazelle does not exactly consent to the lion. You know what I'm saying? One party benefits. I don't care what kind of fur that gazelle is wearing. It's not into it. 2, man, I don't know how to be a hunter of females. I met my last girlfriend at a resort in Montana. You don't have to be a master hunter when all the gazelle are in a small, isolated, fenced-in Serengeti in the middle of nowhere. You just gotta wait for them to get bored. maybe trip up, put on a few pounds. You know what I'm saying? It's like shooting fish in a barrel. And 3, man, at my age, man, I'm getting 30 in a small town like Steamboat. I'm starting to find that all the high quality gazelle are already mounted on the wall of some apex predator somewhere. Or you see them limping around the bar with big scratches and chunks spitting out of them from years of battle with every lion in Steamboat. It's brutal. They're looking all beat to death like how I just beat that analogy to death. Oh, real quick, I want to give a shout out to our headliner, Mr. Pat Treuer. There he is in the beautiful salmon shirt. Hilarious guy. Pat has a lot of experience. He did over 400 performances in one calendar year. Yeah. So I went to him. I was like, hey, I need some advice. How can I up my game? How can I get to the next level? He's like, here's what you need to do. You need to focus on really smart, well-formulated jokes and quit doing that gimmicky, cheesy shock value laughs because it doesn't get you anywhere. I said, that's great. Which, by the way, man, it's hot up here. I'm still a little warm. I need There we go. That's a lot better. Ah, yeah. Ah, here we go. I'm feeling good. So, again, back to me and my personal life. Being single is rough, I really hate talking to women. It's such a chore, but there's one kind of girl that makes me the most uncomfortable, and that is what I like to call a butt girl. What is a butt girl, you ask? I'll tell you. So a butt girl is a young lady who goes to the local gym, straps on the tightest pair of yoga pants allowed by law, and proceeds to exercise only her butt. Only the gluteus maximus. You see them out there, they're doing squats, and they're getting all the angles and cranking it out. More weight. Which, one, there's a clear double standard here, right? Because if a guy goes to the gym and just works out his arms, what is he? He's a douchebag, right? Why'd you skip leg day, bro? You ever heard that one? Don't skip leg day, bro. No one's going to the butt girl like, nice butt. Why'd you skip arm day, bro? Sexism is real, you guys. It's terrible. But this is what the butt girl does. So the butt girl goes to the middle of the gym where everyone can see her. And like myself, if I'm exercising, I'm kind of minding my own business. I'm in the corner. The butt girl loves an audience. So she'll be out there doing her butt thing, right? Working it out. But when she's doing it, she's scanning. Because she wants to know who's looking, right? And I know you're thinking, Kyle, this is a trap. You're right. But it is more than that. This is actually a mating ritual. Yeah, I've seen enough planet Earth to know a mating ritual when I see one, you guys. This is how she separates the men from the boys. Because when she's cranking out the butt exercise, if she catches you looking at her butt, boom! She locks you in. When she locks you in, she's going to give you a look. And this look, much like the talking hat in Harry Potter, is a sorting mechanism. That's right. But there's only 2 houses in this Hogwarts. You're either in house, ew, stop looking at my butt, you creep. Or you're in house, hey, how do you like my butt? At least I assume there's a second look. But lucky for me, I don't have to talk to girls in 2020. You can do that via the World Wide Web with a thing called Tinder, right? So I checked out Tinder, and what I noticed right away is that everyone is very focused on how tall you are. Doesn't really work in my favor, you guys. And I was like, man, these girls aren't even going to give me a chance. You know what I'll do? I'll sneak in a little white lie. Because if I get my foot in the door, they're going to see I'm great. It's going to be perfect, right? So I matched with this girl on Tinder. And we decided to meet at a bar. I get there first. And I see her walk in. And she's looking for me. She's looking up here. And by the way, this is Steamboat, so she's a giant Amazonian woman, right? I don't know when the Vikings settled Northwest Colorado, but it's ridiculous. Everyone's 6'8" and blonde. So she comes in and she's looking for me. I see her scanning up here, and she eventually works her way down and is like, oh. I was like, oh. She comes up and just doesn't even say hi. She says, your profile says you're 6'5". I said, 6'5"? I'm dyslexic. Can I buy you a drink? Cheers. All right, that's all I got. Thank you guys for coming out. Once again, this is great. We're going to keep it rolling. So, your first performer is a local comedian, one of the originals in the Steamboat Comedy scene, and the only girl I could convince to do this show today. She's on a little bit of a break, but she's coming back to grace the stage, and we're so excited to have her back. Everybody give it up for Kendra Ruth.
What up, Steamboat? Welcome to the 2020 Peep Show. Whoa, whoa, whoa. All right. Don't touch that. That just stays right there. Don't touch that. It's not COVID, it's just herpes, but just don't touch that. I'm joking. You know, I was thinking the other day, why is Planned Parenthood called Planned Parenthood? Going there is pretty much anything but planned. Should really be called, like, whoops, and other vagina things. Stupid. Anyone here from out of town? Ooh, I see ya. I already knew who you were before you put your hand up. I can smell you from a mile away. I'm just joking. Obviously, it's a comedy show. Have you guys gone to some restaurants here in town? Yeah, awesome. Those are where I work. I work at all of them. The other day, got a couple big dudes coming in, you know, trucker hats and plaid button all the way to the top. There's kind of a vibe of camo goes with everything. I beat my wife and ranch dressing just emanating off of them. You know, Texans. So trying not to stereotype, I say, gentlemen, a couple Coors Lights for you. Well, we're in Colorado. Let's try some of that local crafted beer y'all got. Absolutely. Well, we have the Amputator IPA on draft. What else you got? We don't like those. Anything fancier? Absolutely. We have the Storm Peak Amarillo River Wizard Dry Hop Session Ale. The what? The Storm Peak Amarillo River Wizard Dry Hop Session Ale. Well, heck, what's that like? That sounds fancy. Well, dry hop means that the hops are added in after the beer ferments and cools down. So you're going to get that hopness apparently right on the tongue. Otherwise, you're going to get a little bit of brininess from a toad's eye, a little bit of wisdom from the river wizard's beard, all finishing off with a mouthfeel of a raft guide's wet sock. Think we'll just take a couple Coors Lights. Perfect! See, folks, sometimes the carpets do match the drapes. And in this case, the carpets are dumbass cousin humpers, and the drapes are your shitty watered-down beer. Thank you. That's a nice one. I'm saying nice today. I gained a couple things during quarantine, and by things, I mean 15 pounds. I hate clothes shopping now. It's kind of sucks, so I've just been sticking to the shoes. But I've realized that I don't really shop for shoes like other girls. You know, I see them in there. They're doing a little 1-2, they're shopping for fashion, maybe snapping a pic to their bestie, making sure it's fashion forward. You know, a little cute. I don't really shop like that. I'm kind of there for, you know, I'm practical. I like the function of shoes. So when I'm there, I like to check for the tread, make sure I have good grip for day-to-day life. And sometimes, and by sometimes I mean all the time, I ask for the little ramp to run up and down on. I like to test if I could do quick stop. Quick stop here. Maybe I got a surprise fart. Works for that. How would they work if I were riding a horse from Monty Python? They work for that. Leaning up against a bar. Hey. How would they look from behind if I was taking a walk of shame? Do I look sad? Do I look desperate? Am I in love? Should I make an appointment at Whoops and Other Vagina Things? Do they pass the waitress test? Corner hot, but behind you. Can I slide to the left? Can I slide to the right? Hands on your knees, hands on your knees. And then they kicked me out of the store. Thank you all so much. I'm Kendra Ruth.
Keep it going for Kendra Ruth, everybody. Great shoes on that one. Fantastic shoes. Next up, we've got a very funny guy. He actually missed the last show because he had the Rona. But he's fully recovered now, other than he's blind. Give it up for Jared Morrill, everybody. Jared Morrill.
How's it going, guys? How's it going, guys? There we go. Thank you for coming out. Let's give it up for the little guy in the weird shorts. Whatever you call those, I don't know. You guys having fun so far? I'll take it. Who here remembers the Magic School Bus? Yeah, everyone? Pretty much. If not, Magic School Bus is I don't know, like a weird drug trip of a show, educational for kids in the 90s. And then Miss Frizzle, the teacher, who looks like an acid trip of a character. She kind of reminds me of like a great aunt who really loves crystals and like does biology on the weekends at a community center or something. I don't know. She has a CDL, a commercial driver's license. Anyone know what I'm talking about? Good. That means she can drive kids around in a bus that shrinks and can drive a dump truck if she wants. Need that for biology, don't we? Apparently not. Okay. I think about the fact that she has to take a drug test to get the CDL. So I imagine her like in the doctor's office just kind of sitting there like, I need to pass this test. I got to make sure this works. If not, I'm going back to selling wire-wrapped crystals on the weekends, and that doesn't pay the bills. I'm going to lose my apartment. And then the doctor comes out and goes, Miss Frizzle? Miss Valerie Felicity Frizzle? I Googled her name for the sake of this joke. We're ready for you. You want to come in? Okay, here we go. She walks in, she goes in the room, and then she like pulls a little Hot Wheels out of her car, and it's the bus, and she makes it a little bigger, and then pulls Arnold, the redhead kid, out. Is like, all right, pee in the cup, Arnold. I don't want it. Pee in the cup, Arnold. I should have stayed home today. Oh, man. If the Vietnam War never happened, Bubba Gump Shrimp wouldn't exist. Just wanted to point that out. Maybe a few of you got that. Also, Dunkin' Donuts just closed down 800 locations, and that makes me very sad. Is anyone here from New England by chance, or like to go to New England? Couple? Yeah? Okay, cool. You might understand what I'm talking about. Dunkin' Donuts is life in New England, okay? I mean, first thing I do in the morning is, hey, Ma, you going to Dunk's? Get me a nice 2 and 2 box of Munchkins and a Crulla. I think it was the first sentence I ever said to my parents, honestly. It's a really bad coffee order. But it's funny how many Dunkin' Donuts there are in Massachusetts. If you Google all of them, there's pins everywhere. It looks like if an Irish guy stood out in the sun for 7 minutes, that's how red the state is. They're everywhere. In my hometown, there's 3 within a quarter mile of each other. I'm pretty confident the drive-thru was for all of them. There's just one. Like, yeah, let me get a bacon, egg, and cheese, iced coffee, and a donut. They're like, cool, donuts on 130, go to the gas station for the coffee, find the bagel on the street. Best we got. Dunkin' Donuts to me, though, has a very special place in my heart because that's where I'd go with my grandfather. That's where we'd get coffee. During the summer, he'd always take me out in the morning. But my favorite memory of that is I'm standing in line with my grandfather, and, like, you know, we're just chilling there, and there's a guy in front of us, and I see him kind of just, like, you know, doing his thing, waiting. He kind of turns. Charlie, I thought you were dead. Great to see you. Earl, how you doing? No, I'm not dead. I've been going to the Dunkin' Donuts on East Central Street. We're on West Central. You can see the other Dunkin' Donuts. He's like, yeah, no, the coffee's better over there. It's the same coffee. Brianna works 2 days a week at this one and works 2 days a week at the other one. She makes the coffee. It's the same guy. But the way I look at it, I'm trying to stay positive. Since Dunkin' Donuts is closing down these locations, I'm hoping that one day there's another Charlie and another Earl out there, one who thinks he's dead, finds the other one and starts a new friendship. Rekindles, guys. Dunkin' Donuts matters. Thank you.
Give it up for Jared, everybody! You can see him performing at Average Joe's Gym twice a week. All right. Next up, we have a hilarious gentleman as well. He's also our audio-video guy, so you see him frantically running around here. But he happens to be hilarious on the side, so give it up for Spencer Powell.
Like, I'm smart. I'm a smart guy. I went out and bought a smart car. And I felt really smart. It even has the word smart right on the back of it. And for those of you who don't know, smart car is basically like a golf cart that you can take on the freeway if you feel comfortable doing 55 on the freeway. So I get this smart car, and I'm feeling really smart. And then I come out of the Walmart, and I have to ask myself, okay, how do I get this vacuum cleaner home? And I look at it, I'm like, all right, one of us is going to have to catch a ride. All right. But I'm smart. We'll figure this out. So I pull out my smartphone, and I watch a YouTube video on how to strap a vacuum cleaner to the roof of your smart car. And then I proceed to strap that vacuum cleaner to the roof of my smart car. And everybody on the freeway was giving me this look like, wow, that guy is smart. I hope to think that if I was in that situation, I would be smart enough to strap the vacuum cleaner to the roof of the smart car. But I have a car with 2 or more seats, so I've never confronted this situation. But this is a weird place to do stand-up comedy, right? Like, it's so serene. Look at this. This is incredible. I feel so out of place. I never would have thought that we would do stand-up comedy at a place like this. Like, even in the early years, when our imagination was going wild, and we just wanted to do stand-up comedy everywhere. You know, it's kind of like when you're a kid and you first discover paintball, and you're like, we could do paintball anywhere. The library, the bank, you know, we'll do paintball here. I'll pop out of the pond, Chuck Norris style, and just light up my friends hiding in the petunias. It'd be amazing. Like, that's how we were in the early days of doing stand-up comedy. We were like, oh, man, wouldn't it be cool to do stand-up in a haunted house? Or do stand-up in a barn that's haunted? Like, but we never would have thought a place like this. We never would come out here and been like, no, we would come out here and it's like, this is a good place to day drink and then kind of make our way downtown. Like, that's about it, you know? But this place is incredible. I mean, I can't believe the people that put this together. I mean, the gardeners that are out here every day just putting this all together. I mean, you know what? Let's give a hand. Let's give a round of applause for the gardeners. Wait, what are you doing? They're not here. Do you see any gardeners around here? What are you doing? Just because a guy on a microphone tells you to clap for somebody, use some common sense. Like, no, they've been off work for like 4 hours. Like, they've been at it since 5 o'clock in the morning. Like, their grind is so much more hardcore than ours is. You know, and I always feel like insecure when I see this, because this is real art. You know, what I do up on a microphone, I'm just like assembling words in a way that makes people kind of giggle a little bit, you know? Like, this is art. Like, this is a craft. This is a life's work right here. And I just feel like garbage, you know, looking at it. I do. I've never done anything this meaningful in my entire life. You know, so once again, you know, big thank you to the gardeners. And this time I really mean, I think we should clap. I think we should clap for the people. You're not getting, you fell for it. You fell for it. Yeah, no. But thank you guys. Thank you guys for coming out. And again, thank your local gardeners. You see them on the street. This place is incredible.
Keep it going for Smart Spencer Powell, everybody. Genius. All right, we're going to keep it rolling. Next gentleman, newer on the scene, but he's been absolutely killing it lately. He also happens to be one of my longest and best friends. Hilarious guy. Give it up for Reed Belmonte, everybody.
Good evening, Steamboat. Or for those of you from Craig, Colorado, good morning. If you're just getting here from Craig, I appreciate it. I know that's a real long journey in your stepdad's four-wheeler, so thank you so much. For those of you unfamiliar with Craig, Craig is a town, and it's about 40 minutes that way. It's where all the steamboat people put all the, how do you call them, hill people and criminals. So we can go back to existing in a perfect snow globe in the mountains. You know, I didn't really believe it at first that everybody in Craig is a meth-smoking hillbilly. Until I went up there last week to buy furniture from a stranger. Yeah, don't do what I did. You ever been at Yellowstone and you're sitting in the car surrounded by bison in the safety of your automobile? Same deal. Don't get out of the car in Craig. Unless you want to get gored and your wallet stolen by some crackhead, I highly recommend you don't do it. I had to find some lady's house to go get this couch. It was really difficult. I got lost in the middle of Craig. You can't really tell the difference between an old house and an old gas station in Craig. They just kind of blend together. The whole town just kind of seems like it's covered in soot, but there was never a fire. You drive by these abandoned, sad schools with children in them. The town of Craig is just basically the double tongue piercing of Colorado. You know everything about him as soon as you meet him. Finally found my way to this house, met this woman in front of the house to get this couch. I don't need to describe this woman to you. Y'all watch Cops. She's wearing pajamas, her hair's wet, and I come up to the front door and I enter her house, and I'm just hit with this overwhelming stench of cat piss. Do you know what cat piss smells like? Do you? You don't need to own a cat to know what cat piss smells like. It smells like pungent failure. It smells like you've given up so much that your whole house can smell like burnt anal glands and you don't care. And your only friend is Nathan with the bath salts. Needless to say, I didn't buy the couch. Got a bad vibe. Nor did I go back to Craig, America, for that matter. But every now and then, you'll see a Craiger make its way into Steamboat. I'm assuming they're allowed to own cars again, so please watch your six, ladies and gentlemen. And you never see them coming either. They just kind of appear out of nowhere when you're vulnerable and you want to be left alone. Kind of like, I don't know, tourists in a small town during a pandemic. Ran into a Craiger at the bus stop, didn't enjoy that. Again, didn't see him, just kind of appeared out of nowhere. I was just standing there and I heard a voice to my right. How you doing there, brother? Just like, Jesus Christ. Have you been here all night? You want to buy some Sudafed there, brother? Like, no, I'm okay. Well, do you have any Sudafed, brother? Like, no, I have no Sudafed for you, buddy. I'm not that sick. Are you on MySpace yet? Do you want to hang out? Like, ew, get away from me, dude. I wear Big Agnes. Do not breathe on me. You gotta hand it to them, though. They just don't care. The one thing I can respect about residents of Craig is they know who they are and they're not ashamed of it. Unlike the pompous douchebags in Steamboat, looking over at Craig like, oh, honey, they're so uncivilized. What a bunch of hillbillies smoking meth. How immature. Oh, yeah. Okay, let's sell some condos. Thank you all so much for coming out and supporting Steamboat Comedy. Have a wonderful rest of your afternoon. Thank you.
Keep it going for Reed Belmonte! Even if you're from Craig. Sorry about that. Is anyone here from Craig, really? You're not going to admit it, are you? Yeah, no, it's okay. Okay, next up, we have one of the OGs of Steamboat Comedy. Hilarious. He can make you laugh. He can cook you dinner. Give it up for Miles Sanchez, everybody.
What's up, y'all? How y'all doing tonight? Happy to be doing a sold-out show here in the Garden, just like Jay-Z. Something me and Jay-Z have in common. Selling out shows in the Garden. My mom would be proud. Just look at it, man. It's great. I want to give a big shout-out tonight to my little baby niece. She just turned 1 today. Congratulations to her, you know. Little baby Caroline Grace Golden. Yeah, that's her name. I'm really proud of my sister for giving her a normal name, because when it comes to naming things, I'm going to go full retard. Like, I plan on naming my kids after, like, fancy dishes. Like, my firstborn's going to be named Chili Quiles. My daughter, Chantilly, you know. And then my other son, Baklava, you know. Just going to name him after really fancy foods. I just really like naming things, y'all. Do you like naming things? I do. I almost got to name my dog, which was going to be great. I got this black lab at an animal shelter. I want to name him something stoic, give him a nice, cool black guy name. Want to name him like Bishop or Deacon or Genuine, something really cool. But then I'm going over his paperwork and it says Russ. What the hell kind of name is Russ? Stupid. Then I look at him, I'm just like, Russ. And his tail just starts wagging. I'm like, dang, man, you already know your name. I'm not gonna do you like that. Yeah, man, I love having a dog, though. It's great. Me and my dog just got our apartment to ourselves. My roommate moved out, and my roommate had a dog, and that just really sucked. Because having a roommate with a dog is like having stepkids, but you hate your significant other, too. Like, it's very similar. But I hated my roommate's dog, man. I hated it, mostly because of his name. My roommate's dog's name was Absalom. Such a dumb name. It's literally the worst. And you might think, why is it so bad? Miles was like, when you have to hear it over and over again, it's the worst. Like, Absalom, lay down! Absalom, out of the kitchen! Absalom, come back! Absalom, 1, 2, 3. You guys, you know what happens when it gets to 3?
What?
Nothing. Nothing happens. He starts over. It's the worst, man. It's literally the worst, you know. When my dog and his dog met for the first time, it wasn't really great because my dog is like a stoic being of like reform. You know, like I said, my dog went to jail. You know, I got him at an animal shelter, you know. He was on death row when I found him, but, you know, I adopted him because black labs matter, guys. I don't care what anyone tells you. They're literally holding it for the lab race. You know, white labs kind of suck. Chocolate labs are kind of dumb. Black labs are way to go, guys. But yeah, anyway, so I have my, you know, reformed dog. Like, he did his time. You know, he's corrected. You know, he's just very chill. And my roommate's dog is just this privileged boxer from Colorado, doesn't have his head on straight, just kind of a spaz. I'm pretty sure if dogs had autism, he'd be on the spectrum probably. But it's either here nor there. But I don't like his dog, man. Like, my dog and his dog picked a fight, like, the first time they met. And here's the thing is, like, my dog has hands. Like, I'm not trying to, like, my dog's kind of a badass, y'all. Like, he's been to jail, like I said, and he don't really take no shit. He don't take no shit from other dogs. And, like, I'm not saying, like, I endorse dog fighting or anything, but I will let it go for like 2 minutes just to see what happens. Like, again, I'm not Michael Vick up here, guys. You're not going to find me later trying to like have underground dog fights or anything. But if you want to see some, just come meet me at the ponds. A dog's got them hands, yo. Guys, I'm tired. Hey, Kyle, how much time do I got left? I'm clocking out early. Anyways, I'll see y'all later. I'm done. I'm not getting paid for this, so I'm just going to kind of knock off early. Thank you, guys. You've been great.
All right. Next on the list, we have another Steamboat Comedy original. Some might say he's a sick person. I like to think that means hilarious and also sick. Give it up for Andrhey Martinez, everybody.
Stop.
All right, cut the music. It's my time now. So, as I'm getting older, I'm starting to realize that my fear of dying alone is growing exponentially. So I've been thinking about getting a pilot's license. That's a good opener, right? I mean, I don't want to toot my own horn here, but like if I were to rate that joke, I would probably rate it 9 out of 11. Take a second for that one, guys. I'm just trying to set the tone here. I'm serious though. I'm starting to worry about things that I used to like not worry about before, like taxes. Like, do you guys ever get fucked so hard on your taxes that you start to miss your ex? No? Then what? Do you guys like fuck your ex so hard that you forget to do taxes? Is that what you do? Like what? I'm sorry. I got out of a relationship, so I'm a little, it's. I don't know. It's. I'm happy about it. It's a good thing because it had to end, right? Because she didn't know what she wanted, and I had a very clear idea of what I wanted. Like, do you guys ever look at a girl and just go like, "Oh my gosh, she's so beautiful! Like, I just want to buy her a house so she can drown our kids in it." We wanted different things, is all I'm saying. Okay. She was very sensitive, whereas me, I have trouble feeling. I think I used too much of that No More Tears shampoo in the 90s. I don't know. She wanted to get 2 dogs and a cat. I wanted to get a Make-A-Wish kid because I feel like that's a less permanent investment. I mean, those kids are seasonal, right? Right? I feel like you guys are with me on this one. I don't know. We fought a lot. I remember we were watching the Wonder Woman movie, which if you guys haven't seen it, you should watch it. It's great. But I made the mistake of sharing that. For the longest time, I thought Wonder Woman's weakness was driving because, you know. But no, here I am thinking about the other Princess Diana, and she still gets mad at me. That's a joke for the older crowd. Yeah, I don't know. I was always late. That was a big thing with her. Like, I was always just late. Andrhey, you're always late. I remember one time she calls me up and she goes, "Andrhey, I got to see you right now. Get here." So I get in my car. I speed my way to her. I get pulled over, obviously. I was doing 60 on a 25. It's warranted. I get pulled over. Officer goes up to the window. He just goes, "Hey, where's the fire?" And, like, I had to tell him something, right? Like, you can't just be driving recklessly like that for no reason. So I decided to go with, my girlfriend's pregnant. She just called me. She needs me. It's an emergency. But he didn't bite. He didn't believe me. He didn't care at all. So then not only did I get stuck with a $200 ticket, but then my girlfriend was mad at me because I missed her abortion. I mean, personally, I think that this one time it was her being late that was the problem, but, whatever. Now, don't get me wrong. I feel like I don't want to make it seem like it was all bad. Like, I mean, we had some good times. We're always in sync. That's something that I really appreciated about that relationship. Like, I remember, you're gonna love this. Like, this is how in sync we were. I remember one time she woke up in the middle of the night from a nightmare, and she had this horrible nightmare that she was just stranded out to sea, being stung by thousands of jellyfish. And when she woke up, I was already peeing on her. That's the kind of guy I am. Just consider it. I don't know. I feel like she was too young for me. She was 30. I was 27. You know. I've realized 35 to 40 is really the age range that I want to shoot for. I'm what you might call a feather duster. It's I mean that. Have you guys ever had sex with a 40-year-old woman? Like it's amazing. They give it all every time. It's like a boxer coming out of retirement, just every single time. Like they go in, they're ready to die on that ring. It's fucking yeah. At any moment could be their last. They know it. You know it. It's exciting. Worst case, they break a hip. You get to feel like a champ. It's amazing. Try it. Try it tonight. All of you. Plus, you can actually have like a conversation with a 40-year-old woman. Have you tried like having a conversation with a 20-year-old or 22-year-old? It's a fucking nightmare. I don't want to hear about your TikTok account or your fucking OnlyFans, all right? I don't give a shit. Plus, younger women are always saying shit like, oh my God, there's no nice guys out here, so I guess I'm just going to have to get a cat. How about you get a fucking personality before you decide to torture an innocent animal, okay? I see the guys are laughing. I see the girls looking at me with hateful eyes. Yeah. That's not on me. That's on you. You think about that. I feel like, I don't know, I'm at an age right now where I'm looking for something serious, and I feel like that's I'm looking for a woman, you know? Because the difference between girls and women is this. Girls are always looking for a prince. Women look for connection, right? A girl has this fantasy that one day they're going to marry someone and they're going to fix all their problems, whereas a woman is just looking for love. Does that make sense? I'll give you an example. So when I first started my last relationship, I was working at a hospital. I was running the OR. I was making ridiculous amounts of money. Every time I would walk in there, I would just get high fives, get asked to kiss babies, sign tits. You guys know how it is. And as soon as I told her that I was going to leave it all for comedy, problems started to arise. Because you can fake love, but you can't fake stability. Every girl in here would rather introduce their abusive boyfriend who happens to be a doctor to their parents than their loving, caring boyfriend who runs the Wendy's. Look, okay, my point is I really got to get a pilot's license. All right, that's it for me, guys.
Andrhey Martinez, everyone. It's a good thing there's no children here. All right. Next up, we have another guy who's been on the comedy scene here for a while. He looks like a big, scary lumberjack, but he's just a cuddly lumberjack. The guy who designed this logo, talented guy. Give it up for Mack Mashmeier, everybody.
We planned that. Thank you, everyone, for coming out for my senior photos tonight. It's kind of what it feels like. Is everything okay? Oh, great. I'm very quiet. I've been told I have a sad face. Like I'm perpetually missing the bus with the cute girl on it. Or my childhood puppy just died. I wonder if guys who drive lifted pickups also consider wearing platform shoes. I feel like possums might just be rats that never moved out of their parents' basement. I can't tell if I get full from eating a salad or if I just get tired of chewing. There's always a couple groans at that one. Like there's someone out in the audience like, oh, I really like salads. That's my thing. No, you don't. No one likes salads. We all eat it out of necessity. There's a reason there's like a whole stock photo category of people laughing while eating salads. Have you guys seen this? I'd like to be at that photo shoot once just to see how it goes. Okay, action. I can't eat another salad. I can't eat any more salad. They just like lose it halfway through. You ate the salad. I don't know. That was stupid. I am trying to like stay in shape. I'm trying to stay fit. I'm trying to expand my career opportunities. I'm considering becoming an Instagram butt model. I just need to find a photographer girlfriend who is as helpful as I am narcissistic. That and I really got to shave. Harry. I don't know what happened when they were putting me together, but my butt is like 2 times smaller than the rest of my body. I think it was like a 4:30 on a Friday, and the guy was like, "Hey, Bill, we're out of the large butts. What should we do?" I don't know. Throw a small one on there. We got bowling tonight. But it's come a long way, actually. Before I moved to Colorado, it was just kind of like a frog's butt. Like my lower back just like blended into my legs. But the hiking and snowboarding has really helped. So I'm from Nebraska originally because my ancestors didn't fully comprehend manifest destiny. They're from Germany. They took a boat from Germany to New York and then a train from New York to Chicago and then middle of nowhere, Nebraska. How bad was that train ride? I think they were just like riding along and the kids were like, "Are we there yet? Are we there yet?" And the parents looked at each other. They were homesteaders. Like, I don't know. Wherever we stop is where we start. So yeah. So they just got off and they're at the train station like, "Where are all the trees? How will we build our house?" See that buffalo shit over there? We'll start with that. So I'm from Nebraska originally. If you didn't catch that, I live in Steamboat now and I love it. I did go back recently to meet my new nephew. He was just born. It was a really special moment. I think we'll both remember it for the rest of our lives. Yeah, as I was driving, I was just thinking about a lot of things. And so my family's from Germany originally, so I'm of German heritage. And I'm really proud of that. I really like, nice automobiles and good beer. It's just kind of hard to be excited about being German because the last time that happened, it went too far. It's a World War II joke. I do drive a Volkswagen, ironically enough, and I really like it. But when I first got it, it had like a lot of notifications and it would remind me like, put your seatbelt on, check your tire pressure. And it was annoying at first, but then eventually I just started to imagine like a very stern, unemotional German woman saying like, "Listen, if you put on your seatbelt and you get in a collision, it will minimize the harm that could happen to your body. But, life is meaningless. And you are in control of your own destiny. And to live is to suffer, and to find meaning in the suffering is to survive. So, it's your something like that. I don't know, because Germans are very warm and comforting." As I was driving across Nebraska, driving back to Colorado, I was thinking about things because you have a lot of time to think when you're driving across Nebraska. And shockingly enough, I saw a lot of cows. And as I was looking at these cows, I thought, what was it like for the first cow to get milked? I'm guessing it wasn't consensual. I don't even know, what would that look like, a cow expressing consent? You know how they have sad faces. But like after it happened, she went and told her other girlfriends, "Oh my gosh, guys, I was just in the pasture the other day chewing my cud, and this creepy farmer guy, he came up and he touched my udders. It's disgusting." I'm just saying, like, there's a lot of cows being touched inappropriately, and it's not okay. We're all complicit. We're all guilty, unless you're lactose intolerant. Then you're just a loser because you can't metabolize dairy products, but that's okay. But no, it's a very serious movement that I'm starting, hashtag #MooToo. So yeah, if you could help support that, that'd be great. Also, while I was driving, I almost hit a possum because, and possums are just disgusting creatures. Like, they're just so ugly. But yeah, he just ran out across the highway, and I think it's funny, like, possums and deer, they all do the same thing. Like, they run on the highway and they're just like, they freak out. And I'm pretty sure they're thinking, "Oh man, there's a vehicle coming, it's gonna hit me." But a part of me wants to believe, like, he gets out there and he's like, "Did I leave the oven on? Or did I forget my wallet?" Ba-bum. I didn't actually hit a possum. I just made that up. But I am, of German heritage. But I did the 23andMe just because I was curious I just wanted a surprise. I was bored. Anyone else done that? It's a lot of spit, right? In a little vial. It's a lot of spit. I had to suck on a Jolly Rancher for 10 minutes just to get enough saliva. But I was surprised. It turns out I'm 20% watermelon. Just kidding. I'm very white. And everything was accounted for. There was like mostly German, but there was like 5% Swedish in there, or Scandinavian, and no one really knew what that was about. But we all know that was Vikings doing Viking stuff. So, well, that's cool. I like Vikings. I've been watching a lot of the Viking shows, and I really get sucked in though. Like I can only watch them for so long before I start to think, I wonder what I'd be like as a Viking. So here's why I would be a great Viking. 1, I love to travel. 2, I can already grow a beard. 3, I'm a pretty good swimmer in case I fall out of the boat. And I'm not a big fighter. I'm not a very violent person, but if you mess with my friends, I'm going to throw down. I'm very loyal. The whole killing monks thing, I'm not really down with that either. Like, I get what they're doing. They're just like brewing beer and like meditating and praying. So here's how it would go. We'd row to the new land and we'd fight the Saxon soldiers. And then I'd go find the monks and be like, hey guys, yeah, it's bad. It's going down. But here's the deal. You tell me where all the beer is, and you play dead, and I'll cover for you. Cool? Okay, great. So you guys got like some hazy IPAs and pale ales? You only have sours. You know what? On second thought, I'm just going to kill you. I kill them like this. And they die like, oh. It's dumb. Pillaging. I do like souvenirs. Like I'll like to get some freebies in my pocket. The whole raping part, aside from being a terrible human being and just morally corrupt, I just don't think I have the confidence to pull that off. So once it got to be like that time in the evening, I would like stumble into some cottage and there'd be like a distressed maiden and like, boom, break in. She's like, oh no. I'm like, no, I'm not like those other Vikings. I'm just so sore from all that rowing. And she'd be like, yeah, I'm sore from all that churning the butter and threshing wheat. And I'd be like, yeah, should we do back rubs? I start, giving each other back rubs. We start talking about like our favorite music, about our childhood. So when the play come to your village? 5, me too. And then, I try and make a move. And she's like, oh, no, I only think of you as a friend. I was like, what? I wasn't even trying. And then I find out her and Bjorn have had a thing for like the whole 20 minutes. We've been there. And then I have to roll back with Bjorn and pretend like everything's cool. But it's not. But I don't know why I have a sad face, but thanks everyone.
Keep it going for Mack Mashmeier, everybody. Before our headliner comes up, I want to again say thank you guys so much for coming out. It's fantastic. Give yourselves a round of applause. Thank you very much. We're supposed to have a donation bucket, but no one who works here is actually here to help out. So if you want to donate to help Steamboat Comedy, we really appreciate it. Just come talk to me. Also, if you would like to buy a T-shirt, come talk to me. You can look like me, only taller. It's great. But without any further delay, I want to introduce our headliner for today's show. He's a hilarious guy. He came for Comedy in the Park 1. This is Comedy in the Park 2. He is back again, and he's returned to his home state of Colorado after living in that crappy Chicago place for a few years. But he's back. He's killing it. Hilarious guy. Give it up for Pat Treuer, everybody.
Call Ruff, everybody, huh? Steamboat Comedy? It's fantastic. You never know what you're going to get with the free comedy show, do you? A lot of interesting things have been discussed. First of all, I did what Kyle mentioned at the start of the show, that I said no more gimmicky tricks, right? What you don't know is that Kyle's gone through a lot of work to put this show together. He has to make sure it's safety compliant. He rips his pants off. I see the speed. I was like, come on, buddy. And then I thought, wait a minute. We have an active body of water behind us. Kyle needs to ensure the safety of everybody here. He's best prepared if anybody goes in the pond. Well thought out joke, Kyle. Very well. So well, I don't think you thought of it. That's. Oh, boy. Hi. I'm so happy. Thank you, everybody, for coming. I really mean it. Even you that snuck in. Thank you very much. Great work. Got right past security.
Security.
Security's not even aware he was security until just right now. That's great. This is a great-looking group of people here. And clearly intelligent. Sir, right there, I was watching you, how fast you put together your chairs. Incredible. Wow. Are you a balloon artist as well? Yeah. I know, it's so fast. I was like, it looks like a dog. It's a chair. I feel like I could watch it like a Rubik's Cube. I could just watch you whip out portable chairs all day. Now, I noticed the cover is what you struggled with, though. Yeah. Do you guys have kids? Oh, yeah. I could have guessed that by how difficult it was to get that cover on the first one. It feels good. I don't blame you. Listen, I bet your first kid's amazing, but the joke I thought of is I bet they're rotten by how fast you put the second one on. Yeah. It was a good difference of 60 seconds. Listen, I'm a bored guy. I'm an only child. I just watch other people for fun, you know. Oh, well, I'd like to play a game before every show where I look at everybody and I like to see what fusion of celebrities are they, right? And so right here, sir, you in the plaid shirt. What's your name? No, yep. Mark, you are like Sylvester Stallone met George Lucas. Do you get that? Yeah, both that combination? Okay, not original. Let's try another one here. Right here, sir. What are you drinking there? What's that? Green. Fantastic. This is Zach De La Roche, the lead singer for Rage Against the Machine, meets Seth Rogen. I love both of them, so it's a compliment. And Seth Rogen from Knocked Up, by the way. Fantastic family back here. Thank you very much for coming. Are you guys having a good time so far? Dad, Bill Nye meets Pat Riley of the Miami Heat days. Thank you. I was very proud of that one. And kids, thanks for coming along. Clearly very intelligent. You guys are probably on your 4th PhDs already. Yeah. A couple Doogie Housers. Very humble about it, clearly. It's a compliment. I promise. Who else we have here? I had a good one. Oh, you, sir. White shirt, short sitting. You're like Paul McCartney if he did a 100-mile marathon every other day. I thought about Larry Walker, the old all-star from the Rockies, but no, much too good looking you are, sir. I look like Barbra Streisand and Will Ferrell had a one-night entanglement. Okay. Then birthed the 30-year-old man boy who's still going through puberty. That's a half-true statement. I am still going through puberty. I can't grow facial hair. I can't. George, you got phenomenal facial hair. That's the reference. Obviously a genius as well. I can't grow facial hair. I can grow eyebrow hair. Every girl that's ever dated me has pointed that out. My eyebrow hair, I shaved it yesterday. It's already grown back, full bore. Okay, it grows faster than Usain Bolt runs a 100-meter dash. And I hate it, right? I want to have cool facial hair, right? I want to have like a Navy SEAL on a special ops tour to the Middle East facial hair. But I have 2 baby seals. On my forehead, I look like I'm on a weird carnival tour through the Midwest. Other celebrity lookalikes. I got a girlfriend. We had the celebrity crush conversation, and she loves Matthew McConaughey. Great choice on her. I'd love him too. And it made me feel pretty good when she said that, because I look like Matthew McConaughey's underdeveloped brother who ate a beehive. This guy's a little self-conscious about his appearance. Yep, I was fat for 12 years. I have PTMSD. That's post-traumatic stretch marks disorder. I'm getting older, and as you get older, you're more incentivized to lose weight, but really, like, the appeal is just not there anymore. And for me, it's not there not because of all the work that involved. It's because when I lose weight, it just deflates. Like you imagine the flamingo pool inflatable, the face stays tight, but then everything else just deflates down below. I'm like a puppy pug, Oh, you sir. Actually, you were my favorite. Robin Williams meets Hugh Hefner. And you got the two girls. Good for you, sir. Yeah. Where you guys said you were from out of town. Where are you from?
Florida.
Oh, welcome. Yeah. You guys really know how to set some records, don't you? Listen, I'm an idiot. I want to make that very clear. I'm not a bright man. Excuse me. A couple out-of-towners, right? You read these symptoms, and shortness of breath is the first one. As soon as you get here, like, I got it. Hef, you took a nap earlier. I was like, he might not be getting up. Just kidding. How long are you guys out here for?
A month.
Fantastic. Wonderful. Are you staying here in Steamboat?
Yes.
The whole month? Wow.
We're going to be in Craig, but...
You'd fit in. I'm just kidding. That's just a joke. These are all jokes. Listen. The drive to Craig was mentioned earlier. My favorite part on the drive to Craig is they have speed monitored by aircraft signs. First of all, it's held up with wire and a 2x4. You don't have the budget for a proper sign. You don't have the budget for an airplane to monitor my speed. I look up every time. Every time. Yeah. Dum da dum dum dum. Just joking. I'm stupid. That's some nice jokes. Who else was from out of town? Oh, Sophia Loren meets, and I'm talking like James Bond days. Yeah, meets just meets George. Where are you guys from? Also. Yeah. What part of Florida are you guys from? Sarasota. Isn't there also a Sarasota, Minnesota? It just rhymes. That's why I said that. That's why I asked that. Wow. How long are you guys out here for? 3 months. Wow. Good call. Great call. Escape to the mountains. Yeah. I escaped to the mountains. I'm born and raised in Denver. And as Kyle mentioned, I moved to Chicago. And in May, we packed up, drove out here. And we were hanging out in Denver. We hung out up here for the month of June. And you got to know about me is that I love the mountains. I absolutely love the mountains. I love Steamboat. I love Colorado. It is very much a part of me. And I was a weekend warrior, right? If anyone not familiar with weekend warriors, people from tourists and Denverites who go up. This was my whole life growing up. I was like, amazing, right? We'd every weekend up here. And then I got older. And, of course, we just acted like we were on spring break all the time. And in about a month ago, I moved to Breckenridge, which is, if you're not aware, it's just another mountain town about an hour and 45 minutes away. And all of a sudden, I found myself starting to hate who I have been for my whole life. Denverites are horrible. I understand why people from Mexico feel the way they do about spring break. Coming to Steamboat, they're like, let's go to the Rio. We can have more than 3 margaritas if we go to the bartender after the server. The Rio is a Mexican restaurant. They have 3 margarita rule. Little inside joke on comedy. If you have to explain a joke, you got to throw it in the pond. Okay? That's it. Andy, how am I doing on time?
You've got 10 minutes.
10 minutes. Terrific. I'll tell a joke. Wait, what did you say? Oh, thumbs up. Yeah. Oh, yes. Thank you. All right. I started a business, and it's going well. I'm excited. I'm happy to share that, and I'm in a very fortunate position. The business is providing Zoom comedy shows to corporate groups. Yeah. I know a lot of you, how much judgment is coming down right now. Best of luck with that, dude. You're 38. and it's going well. It's actually very surprising. I think this is something that's going to be around for a long time. And it's amazing to me to see after 6 months, people still don't know how to use mute and unmute. We'll do free shows for nonprofits. We're doing a show for a substance abuse facility. And right at the start of the show, 5 minutes in, our comedian's doing a great job. And all of a sudden, someone who was in the office did not have mute on, and we hear this.
Well, that's what happens when your boyfriend drinks. How many times have we talked about this?
Whoops. Anybody in the medical field? Yeah. Yeah. So that violates a huge HIPAA. That's a huge. You're not allowed to record. Thankfully, it wasn't recorded. That stuff's not supposed to be. But it's on them, not me. So, what do you do in the medical field? Did you say currently? PR coordination? Care coordination. Oh, wow. Here at the UC Health? I'm sorry, what? Senior, I'm trifle deaf in the left ear. Charlie and the Chocolate Factory reference. Senior living. Oh, wow. How long you been here? 15 years. Thank you. Boy, I am getting old. I can't hear anything. Oh, well, thank you for your service. That's my go-to when I don't know what to ask. Thank you for your service. My military buddies love that. Being a comedian, a lot of people will ask me, Pat, are you worried about being heckled? And I said, oh, no. My best friends, who I love and adore, say things way worse to me than any heckler will ever say. And here's an example. This was last month. I went on a hike down in Colorado Springs with my friend who is a very successful dermatologist. He was a Marine Special Forces, it's called Reconnaissance Battalion, field surgeon based in Fallujah. He has just someone you hang out with, you're like, not going to say anything today. That's and anyways, I'm just telling my other friend, who's my best friend, all about my very amazing friend. And he just interrupts me right in the middle of saying he's done this, he's got 2 degrees, he has 2 PhDs, he's got and my friend just goes, hey, Pat, do you think at any point today that he had any interest in what you had to say? No, dummy, I talk about farts. Andy, how we doing?
What's that? 5 minutes.
5 minutes. Fantastic. I'm going to tell one joke. I'm going to tell one joke, and because it's a comedy show. Oh, boy. Okay, so, and this is a joke. I didn't write this. This was a joke that my grandfather told me and then told everybody else that I was ever around. And so I love it. So one day, pick whatever state you think has the dumbest people. One day, Farmer Bill is taking care of his prize bull, Ferdinand. And Ferdinand is the breadwinner, okay? It's the golden goose. Ferdinand wins every competition. Ferdinand is the best-looking bull by far. Ferdinand is it for Farmer Bill. Farmer Bill's taking care of business, and all of a sudden he looks at Ferdinand's eyes. Ferdinand has gone cross-eyed. Oh, no, the panic is setting in for Farmer Bill. He immediately goes to the phone, right? He rings it up, and he calls the operator. I need vet doc right away. Okay, yep, got it. Vet shows up. He's got his little vet bag. And he goes, what seems to be the problem, Farmer Bill? He's like, Ferdinand's gone cross-eyed. You gotta take care of it right away, dog. This is my whole life. Okay, no problem. Sure enough, vet looks Ferdinand. He's like, yep, he's gone cross-eyed. You're in luck. I happen to have exactly what I need to fix this. And he puts down his little bag, takes out a pipe, takes out another pipe, starts screwing them together. Holds it, goes around to the backside, and he lifts up the tail, and he Farmer Bill is, and the vet just starts. Farmer Bill.
Oh my God, it's working. What are you doing? It's working. Keep going. Keep going.
Veterinarian just. Hey, Farmer Bill, I'm getting a little winded. I'm going to need you to take over here. Yeah, sure. Yeah, okay. Farmer Bill lifts up the tail,
Pulls the pipe out, turns it around, shoves it right back in, and goes.
Veterinarian, what are you doing? What are you doing? He says, hey, vet, I think you're a plenty smart man, but you got to be crazy if you think I'm going to put my mouth where yours was. Ladies and gentlemen, that's been my time. I want to say thank you to everybody for coming. Please give it up for Kyle. He did a fantastic job putting all this together. I really appreciate all your time. Have a lovely rest of your evening.
All right, give it up for Pat Treuer, everybody. Thank you guys so much for coming. Really appreciate your support. If you want to continue to support Steamboat Comedy, I've got a makeshift donation because I don't know what the one I had last time was. Anybody? I don't know. But really appreciate anything you can spare. If you can't, don't worry about it. We know times are tough right now. All the money that comes in today from donations, half goes to the Botanic Gardens, half goes to us bringing in more hilarious, talented people like Pat Treuer, and also sometimes gets pizza for these comedians. And if you want to buy a T-shirt, come talk to me after the show. I've got these ones. I got long sleeve ones for the winter too. They're very comfortable. It's good stuff. And listen to the Steamboat Comedy podcast, steamboatcomedy.com, all that good stuff. Again, I can't thank you guys enough for supporting us. Have a great rest of your night, and we hope to see you next time. Thank you very much.